What is happening there, citizens? The Reject Nation. We are here to continue what season is it again?
Season 4.
Oh my God, yeah, I've lost track. We're going to continue season 4 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine today. What we ask of you guys to help get this video some eyes is leave a like. It does help out the video, so please, if you've been watching us, leave a like. It goes a long way. Also, full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, available for our super sexy rejects at our Patreon page. Come become a sexy reject today to see all the things that we cover exclusively with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. John, excited to return?
Very excited. Sir, how are you? Are you excited?
I'm excited. Let's get to it.
2 months ago, Gina Linetti was hit by a bus, and the brightest star in the cosmos was extinguished. This is 10 pages. I can't read it. Gina's doctor said it was okay for her to come back to work today. Here she is.
Woo!
How long do you have to wear the metal?
Called a halo for another week. It's drilled into my skull here. I can still hear the screws squeaking into the bones.
Oh my God.
I always wanted to get hit by a bus.
Yeah, I mean, I was legally dead for 2 full minutes. And I met God.
Tight. What does she look like?
Ethnically ambiguous.
You sure you're ready to be back at work now?
You think I can't handle being back yet? Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. Sounds so painful.
God.
You can feel it.
Dead for 2 minutes. That's crazy.
Solid cold open, people.
Crime in Brooklyn is down significantly.
Woo!
Means they'll be permanently closing one precinct. An auditor will arrive shortly. There are 22 other precincts in Brooklyn, so we just don't want to rate at the bottom.
Are they gonna be looking in our desks? Also, unrelated, someone left a bunch of swords on my desk.
The auditor will start by joining Peralta and Santiago on their gang stakeout because
They're America's dream couple.
their case is a good example of the type of serious crime that still exists. The auditor is here.
Isn't that Teddy, Amy's ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Good.
Amy, didn't you tell him to his face he was the most boring man alive?
Yep.
This is gonna be awkward. We had a good run.
Let's not panic.
Jake, Amy, nice to see you.
Teddy, nice to see you too.
I just hope I don't bore you.
Yeah, what's that? The crime phone is ringing.
Crime phone.
He is boring. His favorite app on his phone is Contacts.
Oh.
I don't think our relationship can survive that.
I mean, even if we don't work together, we can still be a couple.
If I don't see you every day, I will forget who you are. I'm like a goldfish.
Maybe you have ADD.
That is approximately 50 feet by 40 feet. Actually, 52 feet by 41 feet. I'll just look at the blueprints of the city planner's office.
Fun.
I assure you, you'll find zero waste here.
Really? Because I did notice you recently purchased a $21,000 copy machine.
Well, that machine saves money in terms of man hours. We need to go to the BRB. We're BRB.
This closet is for people who are freaking out.
Oh, I'm fully freaking out. I just experimented with an unfamiliar acronym, BRB. What does it even mean?
Be right back.
It is the same number of syllables as the acronym. What's the...
Teddy.
That's a good point.
Good point. Yeah.
Ooh. Is it supposed to do that? It was not supposed to do that.
We are freaking out. Teddy Demon 1-5 for having roaches.
So what? We don't have roaches. Our rats ate all of them.
No, damn it. Get some cats.
He'll forget who I am. He's like a goldfish. This is all your fault. You just had to sleep with Teddy, didn't you? You couldn't keep it in your pants.
Come on, Charles.
He's right, Santiago. Your libido has endangered us all. Wait, Gina, you sure you can fit in?
Because of my injury, I can no longer fit in.
I meant physically.
I am physically as strong as I've ever been. I can do anything, okay?
Yeah, don't be an ableist Terry.
This is too crowded. Shouldn't have wasted my speech on this moment.
We just have to pretend that he's interesting. I got pretty good at it while we were dating. We just have to smile and nod and agree with whatever he said last.
Oh, no.
Probably Jeremy Irons. But maybe it's Timothy Oliphant. Or it could be William Atherton.
Definitely the last one.
Right?
William Sadler.
Pilsners. He loves talking about Pilsners. Oh my God. Just saying the word gives me PTSD.
Pilsner TSD.
Good one.
Oh.
They're cute.
Make Teddy feel like he's the most interesting man on earth.
Go there and make
my.
him feel like whoever that person is. Let's go.
I know that New Yorker reference. I've read his stuff.
I have recently come into a lot of wolf urine. It creates a scent impression that there are predators nearby. I've been dousing Nikolaj's shoes with it to scare off boys at his preschool.
Did it work?
No, he's much worse off.
Aww.
Buddy.
We can use it to herd them towards traps.
What about me? Like, what should I do?
I just thought maybe you could take it easy as your first day.
Oh, I am as strong physically as I have ever been. Yeah, I have short-term amnesia. I got hit by a bus.
Oh, Gina. Damn it.
It's the funniest she's ever been.
Teddy, how's it going, my man? Nice to see you. I'm glad we get to spend this time together. Who can say when people last saw people?
We think they're meeting up with leaders of another gang to possibly merge organizations.
Detectives demonstrate a passable knowledge of their operation.
So, hey, we might be here for a while. Can I offer you a beverage?
Dos Equis for the most interesting man.
Actually, I shouldn't. It'll make me all hyper.
Suit yourself. Too bad we're on the job, right? Could have stocked that thing with Pilsners.
You like Pilsners?
I kills for the pills. I'm a total pills nerd.
Using that.
What's your poison, German or Bohemian?
The last one that you said.
Good choice.
The last one always is. Wow, this is fun. I can talk with you.
He's got to be onto this.
Just caught detectives S&P in a bald-faced lie.
Oh, God.
You don't like Pilsners, you hate Pilsners. You think they're boring, and you still think I'm boring.
No lie. Detectives S&P didn't lie. Detectives S&P no lie.
The screen just shows a cartoon turtle sobbing. Perhaps it's a paper jam. And what about when the little sushi roll comes out and cuts the turtle's head off? Toner issue.
Toner issue, of course.
Reason.
Hey, Captain. I'm glad you're here to see this. I'm just about to drink my tea. Terry.
Oh. It's like the mech suit from Avatar 2.
Why are you dressed like that?
Mobility. It's a good thing I still have my sexy cat costume from Halloween.
Oh, my
I
God.
really don't think you were the target audience for that item.
There's nothing gendered about a sexy cat. Please hand me that big jug of wolf pee I rub on my kid.
Rum tum tugger over here.
When we were going together, I was boring. It took our breakup for me to realize that. I found my wild side. My girlfriend and I do 5Ks now. We took a 2-week trip to San Diego last year. The energy of that place is electric.
Bullshit.
I hope I don't bore you to death.
That was a joke. Humor is the tool of the interesting.
That is
A
a
lady
bar.
turned me on to something called adult coloring books, which we do at, wait for
Yes.
it, jazz brunches. What?
Brunch is crazy enough on its own, then you throw jazz in the mix,
no.
it's like, why are we even doing this?
Oh, no.
Now they're the boring ones.
Reminder, we're in.
Good, but I am actually going to email you the invite if you could just RSVP to that. I'd feel better if everyone had it on their calendars.
We all have calendars, so that'll work out great because we all have one.
You know Amy does.
Update on the rat situation. Wolf pee's in place and the traps are set in the evidence room.
Thought we were luring them into the break room.
Gina needed it for meditation.
You are strong. You will have your revenge on all New York City buses.
The last thing we need is a flood.
I'm sure you'll have me down in no time.
Incorrect. That would make a hole in the ceiling. You're there till Monday. We'll bring you some food in a bucket.
Sir,
God.
When I get back, remind me to tell you all about the omelet bar station.
We will.
You bet. Spoiler alert.
2 kinds of bell pepper.
Bell Peps.
Most boring man in America.
And that's him trying to be interesting. That is spring break, Teddy.
How did you ever date him?
Are they still recording?
Perfect timing. Successful stakeout. There's no way that Sergeant Boring Bigwaiter will shut us down now. You didn't answer.
Forgot the old phonester. I can go through my contacts while I go pee.
So you only need to use one hand. That's great.
Oh, look, we're still recording.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is bad.
What? What's wrong? Oh my God, I was recording the whole time. We said all that bad stuff. But while I have you, just stop me.
Getty split.
She's doing jazz about brunch. We could start a new life in the country. Maybe open a small bookstore.
How dare you tempt me with a small bookstore? We need to focus.
Oh, it would be so lovely.
Stage a fake fight. This will be fun, right? Pretending like we have things to be mad at each other about.
Jake's chronic tardiness, the fact that he wasted half the morning deciding what sneakers to wear. Those are just some of the reasons we're late.
Very convincing.
How did you guys meet? Such a wild story. So I was on an elevator, and so was Teddy.
Oh.
I think it's romantic. I remember when our relationship had magic moments like that before it went stale.
You want some action, Jackson? Well, how about I make a scene?
Flip at a table.
It's done. It's done.
It's bolted down.
Oh, what a shock. You tried something and failed.
Okay, you know what? That's it. Swipe it out!
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Keep your eyes on me as I make this sincere apology. I am sorry.
It's okay. Something crazy always happens at Jazz Brunch. It's the Wild West.
Teddy, look what happened. Your phone landed directly in this glass of OJ.
Terry, crushed, it?
Yes.
I've never been more proud of you for anything in your life.
I've solved a lot of cases for you.
And yet crime has continued. Where are the rats?
There's blood everywhere. This is a horse.
Oh, no.
It's from a closed case in 1986 when they busted the guy that dealt to the New York Mets.
My God, those rats have eaten the purest cocaine in the history of this city.
They know no fear or pain.
And look! They're back in the walls. Oil!
Oh, no.
Oil! Be careful of the ceiling! Submit to them!
Don't check, I never panicked.
Oh, no. Oh, damn it.
Precinct!
Charles!
In that order.
That was fun.
Totally. I just said all that stuff to save the precinct, and that's all.
You don't actually care about my sneakers.
No! I care about them deeply.
Hey, guys. It's Teddy from Jazz Brunch.
Hey, Teddy. Why is he here?
I don't know.
Jazz Brunch.
Not a good time. We're still having a pretty big fight.
Well, I think what I'm about to say may solve things. Amy, I'm still in love with you.
What?
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 Uh-oh.
This is super uncomfortable.
Jazz fight.
Okay, everybody just calm down and take a deep breath. What the hell is going on, man?
Yeah, what the hell is going on? You got a girlfriend.
I know, and she's fine.
Oh, ouch.
Will you marry me?
What? Teddy, I don't want to be with you.
You guys have nothing in common.
Oh, yeah? Tell that to William Atherton, the man we both consider to be the second best Die Hard villain.
She meant it.
Oh.
I love that Jake's a little messy and that he cares so much about his dumb sneakers and he doesn't get stressed out about calendars. I have to tell you the truth.
Oh,
No, Amy is dying. She has 1 month to live. Marrying her would be a waste of time.
Out and you were in the bathroom. We said you were the most boring man in America in your phone recording. I want you to get mad at us and fail the precinct.
You guys are the worst. You just proposed in front of your girlfriend, so potato, potato.
Amy, I loved you.
I talked to NYPD facilities to see if they could get an emergency cleanup crew out to assist.
The rats only got into the cocaine because you put the traps in the evidence room.
We were gonna use the break room, but Gina was in there, and she got hit by a damn bus, so nobody can say no to her.
Nobody can say no to her.
Hey.
Answer's still no.
Right, but maybe you should speak to my colleague first.
Hi. I got hit by a bus.
How'd it go with Sergeant Wells?
Let's see. He proposed to Amy, she said no, and then his girlfriend dumped him.
Terry's getting nervous.
It's worse than it sounds. There was a jazz brunch involved.
Oh my God. That Sergeant Wells handles this like a professional and respects the uniform that we all wear.
Sure.
Hey, everybody, look who's here.
Yes.
We're hoping that you'll give us a fair evaluation.
I will not. I'm recusing myself.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you for being such a good guy, Teddy.
Okay. Amy Santiago, will you?
No!
Oh, God. God.
Our precinct is immaculate. I'm sure that your new auditor, Lieutenant Hopkins, will be very impressed.
Veronica Hopkins?
That's the one.
The good news is Amy has not dated her.
I don't know, but someone has, yeah.
Oh.
Why can't any of you keep it in your pants?
Hello, 99. I'm Lieutenant Hopkins. Come here and give an old friend a hug.
Hey, so good to see you.
No.
Oh, this place is fantastic. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, God.
She seems nice.
Not a doctor.
There's this little sad feeling that comes in my heart whenever the credits start to play.
I know.
Like it's ending and it's preparing for us to say bye to the episode.
Too soon.
But that was really funny. That was hilarious. Gina's comeback. I mean, I think we said it's been a while. I think we did say that they would probably just resolve it right away.
Yeah.
And they did, but they made it really funny.
Yes.
And it was a solid through line with a lot of great physical bits. I thought that was probably the funniest she's ever been. I thought that was just a hilarious use of her injury. Much like real life. I think it's really funny when people are injured and you can poke fun at them.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a great physical bit. It's easy setup. They're an easy target. Might as well take advantage.
And great escape, shoots for, sticky situations.
1000%. That was. I thought the escalation of all the bits was really well done. I love how it all came like literally collapsing at the end with the photocopy machine and the rats like all in that one room. It was hilariously executed, and this was also Teddy's best episode. He was so funny. He was
was great.
Everyone was so funny, and what an interesting. Being called boring or annoying might be the worst insults to some people, and like I would take big insult to that. That's why I only read certain comments. So yeah, I think that they absolutely killed this episode. It was a really great return, and everyone was just accelerating at the highest comedic level you can ask for. Having an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
True that. Dude, they killed it, they murdered it, they bludgeoned it to death and put it in the ground. I like this episode quite a bit as well. I was rooting for Teddy, but, you know, I appreciate that they let him go off in a roll, because I feel like some people out there be like, no, he actually did get kind of interesting, only to then sort of let you come back to the realization of like, oh no, Jazz Brunch, probably not. Because that's the problem, is I heard Jazz Brunch and I was like, sounds like fun.
Jazz Brunch sounds like fun.
I don't know. Okay.
I even thought Holt might be into that.
I'm glad it's not me. Yeah. To have them both be like, I'm so sorry. like my condolences at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a fun time. Brunch and jazz. What's bad about that?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they could just sing about different things, but I feel like jazz brunch could be a really interesting subject.
Yeah, jazz seems like the right kind of music to digest to.
And I thought they were going to make him super. They were just like 5K miles and stuff like that. There's a lot of really fun things.
Yeah.
So I thought they were going to make the route of like, he's really interesting. But funny enough, by making him deteriorate to that point where he just lost all control of his emotions, made him significantly more interesting.
Yeah, and I like that they didn't betray. I like that he never became petty. Like the whole time you're worried he's going to be petty, and they keep not making that choice, and he keeps being just like so sincere and genuine and just with no ill will that you can't help but feel. He's like such a delightful sad sack in a way.
Yeah.
Because he seems like kind of a sad dude, but at the same time, he's got all these boring things that make him happy. So really, how sad could he be?
And I also did like the cute wraparound when they're using real life issues they have with each other, Amy and Peralta, to stage a fake out when there's sincerity there. But then to come out and go, but that's also what you appreciate about each other. It's like a lot of real couples, you know? Some of the things that might annoy us are actually part of the reasons why we might love each other. So it was a nice, sweet sentiment at the end.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everything was firing on all cylinders, and I'm excited for the setup that they had for the next episode as well.
True that. Hopefully they keep Gina in traction all season.
All season. Don't have her heel. They
have her heel in real time.
They rung out some great bits from that.
Sure.
That was surprisingly funny. I thought they were doing a cop-out, but it was actually really funny.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, what did you think about this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Also, let's end this with a Patron. Mikhail Linden. Mikhail, look, the odds of us going to Sweden seem pretty slim at this moment. But I'll tell you, if you got hit by a bus, and if you survived that bus hit, we would be there maybe within like 2 months.
We'd take a bus.
We'd take a bus and we'd show up with the same bus that you got hit by.
Yeah.
At the hospital.
We'll hail it and like ride it on a ferry across the Atlantic Ocean to you.
Because we want to make sure, that's all we really know about you is like Sweden and James Bond. We need to make you even more interesting. Dude. So how would we make you more interesting? We'd emotionally scar you.
Yes.
We'd trigger you. We'd want to see what it's like. You're already suffering a physical injury, and most people don't survive such a thing. But then to bring the exact bus, your attacker, to the hospital where you should be healing? Oh, come on. The emotional reactions you would get would be hysterical.
Imagine the combination as our smiling faces greet you on the death machine that tried to take you out.
Pointing and laughing at you. And then when you're finally ready to be let go, what do? We hit you again.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Should have seen that coming. That one's your fault.
We're going to strike you down.
You knew we were going to do that.
But it's all for humorous purposes, to have a good laugh.
We'll get it on camera and post it on TikTok.
I'm just messing with you, buddy. You're already interesting enough. If you watch the episode, you would get the shout out. But if you only skip to the shout out, you might think we're just being insulting. But it dealt with a character that people thought was boring and a person getting hit by a bus. So we were just combining it. It wasn't actually about you. I don't want you to think it's that. I feel like it's on.
Avoid
now I'm spiraling
all public
like
transportation.
Peralta. See what I did?
It's okay.
I've included it all.
You're so good.
I've included the whole show. And then while you're sleeping, we'll have you get eaten by rats.
In a cat suit.
Happy 2023, buddy.